Hey everybody, Mestre Sukuri, Tokyo, Japan, Capoeira Zoador Academy. This video today is going to be released on my YouTube channel, but also on my Patreon. This is a sample of what I'm going to be doing every week, not only for my Patreon supporters, but my community. Guys, if you'd like to support my Patreon, please feel free to click on the link below. Become a supporter as little as $3, but every little bit helps. I'm trying to reach my 3 milestones to become the most independent and most productive capoeira mestre I can be. Guys, I hope you like the class. So the way I'm going to structure this class is going to be relatively simple. What I'm planning to do is to make videos that will help you guys maintain your capoeira training and stuff you can either do at home if you have enough space, or at the park, or wherever you can find some space to train capoeira. Because a lot of my students sometimes don't have a chance to come in every week, so I want to be available for you guys. Also, if you're not in Tokyo, I'm going to be doing a lot of capoeira movements and giving you guys a lot of insider mestre tips and insider techniques, okay? I'm not trying to teach you everything from brand new, but I am hoping to help you guys see how you can build on what you guys already know. Because if you already have an instructor, then this is just actually like adding a little bit of flavor to your capoeira training. More important, I'm hoping to make videos that motivate you guys to train capoeira. This year I'll turn 52 and I feel great because I do capoeira. First, today's focus will be the following. We're going to focus on the fundamental movement of ginga, and I'm going to go over 3 main points. First, I'm going to be going over the importance of moving from your waist, using your arms as a metronome to keep in time with the music, and to return from the elbow to create that flow and not look so rigid when you're doing a capoeira ginga. Then I'll move into today's workout. I've broken it down into 3 parts. 2 kicks, 2 negasas or esquivas and negativas, and then 2 acrobatic movements. As we start this class series, I want to go over some basic things, so I'm hoping that we'll get it all done today, and I hope this really helps you guys all out. Okay, here we go. First, we're going to learn to do the ginga and understand that the ginga is in a meia guarda position or paralela, and it's got that swing and flow. I want to make sure that I don't come up, and I want to make sure that the weight is a little bit more on the front of my feet so that I'm more like a relaxed tension. I'm going to be using the word relaxed tension a lot to create flow. So, now that I understand here, I'm going to be using the waist to move back and forth because I want to clear my kicking zone or my defense zone, right? So as I move out, I move from the waist, and then I clear my zone. Second most important thing is we're going to do a very simple counting to kick the music and the rhythm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my arms as a metronome. You don't have to do this normally, but I'm going to go exaggerate it so you can better understand. The thumb will lightly touch my shoulder, and that'll be on the timing. Then when I ginga, I'll keep the timing. 1, 2, 1, 2. As you get better, you don't need to do that, but still understand the basic timing. Instead of jingaing back and forth, or what I call a half ginga, because the shoulders and the hips match, right? If you bring it all the way, you'll clear area. Now, finally for the ginga, what I want to explain is the importance of returning with the elbow. So as I come back in the ginga, I want to push from here. This creates a wave that goes all through my body, and then I ginga. If I don't do that, then I get a very rigid ginga, because this is what's creating the swing. Of course, right now I'm doing a very technical ginga, and you can ginga the way that feels most comfortable for you. Now let me show you how we're going to count the ginga for our workout. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how we're going to count the ginga, 1 full rotation. Now we can move in to today's workout. 3 sets. I'll do the first few movements so you can see how they're counted and how you can do it. 10 of each. First, we're going to start with a meia lua de frente. And I'm going to use this chair just so that I can use it as a partner. I'm going to ginga, step through, bring the leg up, across, back, and back. Kicking from the meia guarda position. Now, if you notice, I don't do this or this. That's fine stylistically, but technically, I want to make sure that I'm going through 1, 2, 3, 4. Ginga. 1, 2, 3, 4. I bring it back through the side of the chair. That's my defense. And return to the ginga. 5 on each side equals 10, 10%. Next, we're going to be working on the queixada por dentro. From the ginga position, I'm going to bring my foot up straight, over, and out. Back to the ginga. What we're going to focus on is making sure that I bring my ginga back up. People love to do this. But I want you guys to return to a good clean ginga. Return to a good clean ginga. Great. 10 of those. 5 and 5 equals 1 set. So let's move to the negasas. The first negasa is something I feel is very important because people tend to stop when a kick comes. But what I want you guys to learn to do is to be able to go under a kick while you're doing a ginga. From here, I'm going to lower and then come back. Most important is that when I lower, I'm looking, using my legs, not my back. Then, returning back. I'm pushing back out. A lot of people have a habit of standing up, which makes the move more difficult, breaks the flow, and most importantly, is really bad if you're trying to use this as a defensive move in capoeira. So we're going to try to make sure that we lower, back, lower, back. And then 10 of these, 1 set. One of my favorite moves, of course, is esquiva. As the kick comes, say the meia lua de frente, I'm going to turn, get my head down, my elbow in, not out, not my head up, because then I can get kicked. From here, I'm just going to return, guarding, and right back out to ginga. Out. If the kick comes, it goes over me, back, and out. Let's be really, really careful with something like this. Because if the kick comes, it's going to hurt. It needs to be like a ramp so that it can move through. Just a very basic esquiva. Fantastic. Now, I want to work on two aus, which I like to call au pandeiro and au cabeça. The easiest way to understand this is to think about the pandeiro. When the pandeiro rolls and returns to the same position, then this is the au pandeiro. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push down, push down. Be careful. A lot of people have a really bad habit of what I call shuffling the feet. Right before they go like this. But that doesn't train you for later when it becomes really important. So, I'm going to push down, push through here. Only 2 points can touch at one time. And return. I know it seems really simple, but it's very important to learn how to use your lower back and waist to change the feet. You can see how much my waist moves. Although this is a very simple move, it's very technical and important, so later you can build up on other acrobatics. Guys, I'll be honest, after 24 years of teaching in Japan, if people don't know the difference between this and the next au cabeça, it's very difficult for them to understand or to learn more advanced techniques without a lot of wasted time. By learning these two aus, you're going to cut down a lot of time because your body and your brain will understand how to do different things. Don't learn capoeira because it takes a long time. Learn because you have good learning understanding. Now, the au cabeça, like with the pandeiro, with the au pandeiro, not like this, but straight. This is probably one of the most difficult aus to teach, and the main reason is, the only reason I really understood this movement is because I connected movements into like mortal or backflips or gato, handsprings, and you need this to be very straight so that you can get the proper momentum for movements. What I'm going to show you guys right now is now that I'm going to do it on a very straight line. Here's the line I'm going to use. Very technical. My feet are together. I bring back the foot so that my knee is at the same distance of my back heel. This makes a very easy connecting energy. Then I'm going to push down through here, which I call a downshift, and this hand is going to go over straight. But for this move, I'm going to keep it here. I'm not going to turn it. Push through, and then bring my legs from this position to the exact opposite position. Again, be very careful because people will go like this and mess up the move. So here I go, nice and smooth. You can already see the momentum that this gives me. And an easy way to train, why we call it cabeça, is because your hand's on the head. It forces you to be strong, to be balanced on your shoulders. So I'm using this motion and bringing it over. Here's a couple. You can see the amount of momentum that I keep going straight with. And this is the au cabeça. So today's workout, we're going to do 3 sets, starting with ginga, keeping our concepts in mind. Today's workout is 2 kicks, meia lua de frente, queixada por dentro, 10 of each. Ginga por baixo, ginga por embaixo, which are going under esquiva, au pandeiro, and au cabeça. If you do all of this, it might not seem like a lot, but if you're self-training, it adds up quickly. Because that's going to give us 6-7 moves, so 210 movements. That's plenty for an independent training. If you can, try to do it what we call power capoeira, which means you don't take too many breaks. Try to push through so that you can get a really fantastic workout. Guys, thank you so much for your support here on Patreon. Everyone who watches this today, I hope you guys feel like you want to jump in. I've got 3 milestones and I'm going to take it forward. From now on, every week, I'll be producing a video for my supporters on Patreon. Guys, if you'd like to continue watching this, make requests. If you have any requests for moves that you'd like me to teach, let me know. I'm more than happy to be here because you guys are here for me. Mestre, Tokyo, Japan. Welcome to our Patreon channel.